Hello students, welcome to ACE Academy. Welcome to the session on Current Affairs. As a part of our daily news analysis, let us today discuss about the election procedure in Rajya Sabha. Article 79 of the Constitution in Part 5 defines the term Parliament. According to this, Parliament is defined as Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President of India. Lok Sabha, which is also called House of People, is a lower house. Rajya Sabha, which is called Council of States, is an upper house. Now, out of these two, Lok Sabha is a temporary body which is subjected to dissolution every 5 years, and there will be a fresh elections. But coming to Rajya Sabha is a permanent body which is not subjected to dissolution. Rajya Sabha ensures in maintaining and protecting the federal spirit. And the reason behind this is the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the members of the State Legislative Assembly. Let us see this in detail. Article 80 of the Constitution deals with the composition election procedure to the Rajya Sabha. As I discussed before, Rajya Sabha is not subjected to dissolution, and it was first formed in the year 1952 on 13th May. Recently, last year in 2019, in the winter session of the Parliament, in the month of November-December, we have witnessed the 250th session of Rajya Sabha. And the Rajya Sabha goes with a red mat, whereas Lok Sabha has a green mat. This green mat refers a respect to the farmers and farmer community, and this green mat represent a VIP treatment to all the state representatives in the Rajya Sabha. Now let us look at the detailed analysis of the Parliament to clearly understand the election procedure. Article 79 defines Parliament, as I told you before. It defines Parliament as Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and President of India. Article 80 talks about the composition of Rajya Sabha, and Article 81 deals with the composition of Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha is a temporary body subjected to dissolution, but the Rajya Sabha is a permanent body and not subjected to dissolution. And this dissolution happens every 5 years, and there will be fresh elections to Lok Sabha. All the members of the Lok Sabha are elected. The members of the Lok Sabha are elected by the people directly on the basis of universal adult franchise utilized as per Article 326 of the Constitution. Any citizen who crosses 21 years of age is eligible to participate in the voting to Lok Sabha members, and this 21 was decreased to 18 years by 61st Constitutional Amendment Act. Now coming to Rajya Sabha, the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha is 250. The present strength of the Rajya Sabha is 245. Out of this 250, 238 are elected, and 12 members are nominated. and these are nominated by the President of India from any of the four categories: arts, literature, social service, and science and technology. These 228 members who are elected to Rajya Sabha are elected by the members who are part of the state legislative assembly. Technically, these are called MLAs. So the MLAs of all the state legislatures participate in elections to 238 members. And the question is, there are around presently, including Jammu and Kashmir, we have 28 states and 3 union territories which have a state legislature. Now, how the state legislature elect 238 members? These 238 seats are distributed among the states and union territories as per the procedure mentioned in Schedule 4 of the Constitution. And Schedule 4 says, allocation of seats to the states for Rajya Sabha on the basis of the population of the state. On the basis of the population of the state. Now, let us look into a detailed procedure of how the election happens. But before that, the last elections to the Rajya Sabha was held in 5th July 2019. And this year, there are certain vacancies and they are scheduled on 26th March by the Election Commission of India, and which was indefinitely postponed due to COVID-19 pandemic. Now, recently, after witnessing a constitutional crisis in Maharashtra, Election Commission of India planned to conduct certain seats, election to certain seats, especially in Maharashtra. In this context, let us know the procedure of the election to the Lok Sabha members. As I told you before, the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the members of the state legislative assembly, that is MLAs. How the procedure of election take place? And the procedure of the election follows proportional representative system through a single transferable vote. Meaning, out of the total votes, there will be a quota. If any member who stood for the election reaches that quota, he is declared as the winner. And to know this, we need to know a formula. And this formula is number of MLAs in that state into total value of each MLA, divided by persons to be elected from that state or members to be elected from that state plus 1 and plus 1. This is a formula. To get a better understanding over it, let us see an example. For example, the total MPs to Rajya Sabha from Andhra Pradesh to be represented is 11. Let us imagine. According to the Constitution of India, the value of each vote of an MLA should be 100 if the total vacancy is more than 1. Let's say imagine the total vacancy is 9. Now Andhra Pradesh State Legislature of 175 MLAs shall elect 9 MPs of Rajya Sabha. Now as the vacancies is more than 1, the value of each MLA is 100. Now let us see the formula. Number of MLAs of Andhra Pradesh 175 into total value of each MLA. What should be the each MLA's value? It should be 100. According to the constitution only, if the total vacancy is only 1, if this 9 is only 1, then the value of each MLA should be 1. If it is more than 1, it should be 100. Okay, now I got you, I think you got a clear picture. So total number of MLAs 175 into each value 100 divided by what are the total number of vacancies? 9 plus 1 plus 1, and that comes to 175 into 100 divided by 10 plus 1, and that comes to 1750 plus 1, and that is equal to 1751. Meaning the total votes required for a member to be elected as a Rajya Sabha member or Rajya Sabha MP is 1751 votes. If I say, if any person is getting 1751 votes, he will be elected as the MP to Rajya Sabha. Now here is the trick. Out of 175 MLAs in AP state legislature, if 18 MLAs support, then a candidate will win the elections to Rajya Sabha. How? Each MLA vote value of Andhra Pradesh is 100. So 18 into 100 comes to 1800. So the value of 18 MLAs is 1800. So if 18 members support a candidate, then that means he will win the Rajya Sabha seat. We will take another example. Telangana. Let's take it Telangana. For example, the total MLA strength of Telangana is 119. Okay? MLA strength. Okay? The total members represented to Rajya Sabha is 7 total. Now let us imagine the vacancy is for 4. Okay, there are 4 vacancies. 4 members vacancy. Now tell me, what is the value of each MLA voter? 100. Why? If the vacancy is more than 1, it should be 100. Now let us see. 119 into 100 divided by 4 plus 1 plus 1, and that comes to 119 into 100 divided by 5 plus 1, 520. Now what is this? Just tell me what is this. So 119 into 20 comes to 119 into 20 comes to 2380 plus 1, 2381. 2381 is the total votes required for each MLA to be elected as an MP, to be elected to Rajya Sabha. Now tell me, 2381 votes, shall I take it, is the value of the total 2381 votes is a value of 24 MLAs of Telangana, meaning 24 MLAs into each value is 100, that is 2400. So if 24 MLAs support a candidate, he will definitely win the Rajya Sabha seat. I hope you understood this. So please rewind and look it again. So now let's look at the practice question. So this practice question is related to the topic which we have discussed yesterday. And yesterday the topic was about the domicile rules in Jammu and Kashmir. Consider the following and choose the correct statement. Article 35A provides a right to Jammu and Kashmir State Legislature to frame rules on domicile. Statement number 1. Statement number 2. Jammu and Kashmir State Reorganization Act was passed in the Parliament as per Article 2. Second statement is wrong. First statement is correct and the answer is A. 1 only. Why? Jammu and Kashmir State Reorganization Act was passed in Parliament as per Article not 2 but it is 3. Article 2 deals with the admission or establishment of the new state which are not part of the Indian Union before. And Article 3 talks about admission or establishment of new state which are part of the Indian Union before. Right? For example, this is Sikkim, Goa, right? And for this example, Telangana, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, right? Chhattisgarh, right? These are the examples. Okay. So thank you very much, friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another current affairs.